All right, so I don't know what point you coming from as far as if you got to this video from the last video that I did, which was about black pride, black value, and black unity, or if this is your first video you're watching. But whatever the case may be, make sure you check that video out, my previous video. I'll link it to this video right here. But this is all being done in the same night. I mentioned that here a second ago. What's today? The 21st, June the 21st. But yeah, so this video is about the problem with looking for a black leader instead of being one yourself. This one, I wrote this because obviously the title speaks for itself, but I know a lot of times we just hearing from conversation or seeing the energy of people, we keep sitting around waiting for the next, uh, Malcolm X or the next MLK or the next whoever you want to mention that inspired you, or that is known from a worldwide base. Where a lot of people are waiting for that next person, wondering who that next person is, so on and so forth. The problem I have with that is we've been waiting for a long time, a very long time. And as we see, things are not getting better, they're getting worse. So while we sit around and wait, things are getting worse. We sitting around waiting, praying, so on and so forth, and things are steady getting worse. So instead of us, I feel we need to stop sitting around and waiting, and start being that leader that we want to see. Because while waiting, our people are still out here getting murdered. We still being systematically oppressed, and things are not changing. So I think it's important for us, and like I said again, I'm gonna keep mentioning this because these videos, and maybe not all videos that I do, but for the most part, my videos are geared towards the youth. So I hope somehow the youth, stumbles upon my videos. Parents, if you're a parent and you watching this, hopefully you pass this on to your kids, you talk to them about it or whatever the case is. But what I think we need to start doing, and this is something I took upon myself when I was younger. So the people that inspired me, unfortunately, one in particular was still alive while I was a young kid, but at some point he did pass away while I was still at an early age. So all that to say, the people that inspired me, they were all dead and gone. So that being said, I didn't have anybody that was inspiring me from a serious standpoint. So instead of waiting around for someone to come that reminded me of this person, I was like, why not just look at the traits that I was influenced by, and incorporate that into myself. That way I can be the leader that I want to see. So that being said, that's what I'm saying we need to start doing a lot more. Stop waiting around for that person, and we can start being that person. And it has to be in a large number, because I mentioned this in the last video. Only having a few leaders that is pushing the movement or whatever the case is, that makes it too easy for them to be picked off. And what I mean by picked off is killed. It makes it too easy for the movement to stop. We don't have time for the movement to stop, take a break, or whatever the case is. The movement has to keep going. Now, we don't need to lose anybody, but if we do lose one of our leaders, that, if anything, that should just kick it into another gear. But we already got people in place, and the movement keep going. But right now, what we're doing, a leader is taken away from us, then we sit back and mourn, and then what? Now our hands are up. So we got to stop sitting around waiting on whoever that leader is, and start being that leader ourselves. That way, you have, I don't know, just throw out a random extreme number. You have 100,000 leaders instead of just having 5 leaders. So, I take it upon myself to be the leader that, like I said, to be the leader that I want to see. But I try to lead by example, and there's no trying to it. I do it. I apply my actions so you can see that. So my words, I do words and all that for videos or whatever the case may be. But if you know me personally, you're going to see by the way I move, I live what I talk. So we got to see more of that and stop with this lip service of being able to, teach or preach a certain type of way that can, grab the masses, but you're not living what you're talking about. So we got to live what we're talking about, and doing that is the fact of, living by example. That way the kids can see, okay, he's not just talking about it or whatever the case is, he's actually doing it. That way they can be inspired to do that. So, all that to say, man, we just need to, I challenge everybody, and I challenge myself to continue doing the same thing. Be the leader that you want to see, and start making that happen in your personal life. That way, if each individual takes that upon themselves, then we can start getting things moving instead of waiting. I'm not down for waiting on nothing. I'm gonna make sure I take care of me and mine, and I can grab, whoever else I can grab along the journey. But we gonna keep it moving, because I'm not about to wait for anything. We need to adapt that mentality a little bit more, and definitely push that to the kids. So yeah, that's pretty much what the gist was of that blog. And one quote that stood with me, this is another inspiration of mine, Bob Marley. It's in his song, Redemption Song, just saying, how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand around and look? And like I said, that's basically what we're doing. We standing around, things keep getting worse, and we're not doing anything about it. So the objective of this video is to hoping that if you see this, if you're not already doing it, hopefully you can get started doing it. Be your own leader, and then upon doing that, now everybody is working as a collective. Even if you're not necessarily directly working with somebody, we all moving in the same direction, because we all trying to be leaders. That'll make it a lot easier for us to come together and really get some stuff moving. So yeah, that's that video. Let me see, my next topic is going to be, I think I'm gonna make this into 2 videos. I don't want to do them together. The next topic was Young Black Queens, and then after that is going to be Young Black Kings. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm doing all the videos that I've already made a blog about, and they've been posted for a while. I'm just now getting to a point of making videos about them. And I think that'll be it for tonight, because a couple of my blogs, I want to do interviews before I post them on YouTube. So I'm gonna do interviews for a couple of the blogs, and then the rest of them I'm gonna go ahead and get them out of the way tonight. So yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, check out the previous video, and leave your feedback. All feedback is welcome. I'm not one that does the whole back and forth from a standpoint if we just talking in circles or whatever the case may be. But a lot of my blogs, to me, they're not even in the context of debatable, because I don't really see how you can debate some of this stuff. Now, the religion versus spirituality, I understand that, but the way I presented that and the things that I presented, even that, I don't really see what can be debated about. But regardless, all I'm saying is you can provide feedback. Maybe I'm missing something, something you agree with, whatever the case is. I'm not one that wants to come off as if I know everything, so I'm always learning. So if it's something you want to add to it, definitely add that in the comment section. But I appreciate y'all for watching.